Hey friends, can you believe spring is almost over? Like, really? It's May. It is May. It's really exciting. I'm sure that you have lots of fun planned for your summer. Everyone I talk to is like booked out. So I love that we're having so much freedom. And the last several, seems like several years, right? The last few years have been so restrictive. I think everybody's going to be like out and about and having a good time, which is awesome. So much freedom, right? And I'm curious, I'm going to ask you a question. And when I ask this question, I want you to like really feel into what instantly, like the most subtle to the most gross, instantly shifts or arises or feeling, a vision, a sense in your body. Just feel into your body right now as I ask this question. How much freedom do you have in your heart? Maybe it showed up as a dial, maybe it showed up as a number, maybe it showed up as a cage around your heart. I know when I asked this to myself in the recent past, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a cage around my heart. Like, what? Seriously? Okay, I thought I've done all this work, right? Well, we always have work to do and we're in the human body. So what's really cool is that as each season arises, I start to think about, okay, what is it that I'm going to want to support in my well-being in that season for those 12 weeks, right? And in relationship to Chinese medicine, the summer brings, and I'm not a Chinese medicine doctor, I just think it's cool. The summer tends to bring a need for support of the heart and the small intestine, right? So it's still a really good time, even if it's the summer, and it's still spring still, actually, but it's a really good time to support your detoxification pathways, right? The liver, the kidneys, the small intestines, the large intestine, the colon, the lungs, right? And speaking of lungs, lungs are a part of the complex here in the fourth chakra. We got the heart and the lungs, the thymus, and several other things. But what I'm getting at, I guess, here is that in the summer, I'm going to be really looking at, for myself and for my patients, to be supporting their heart, to be supporting their small intestine, to be supporting their lungs, and the fourth chakra on an energetic level. So we're not just physical beings. We have a physical body, we have an energy body, we have a spirit, right? And so we want to support our whole being to allow ourselves to have true wellness, right? I can eat all the greens I want, I can take all the supplements all day long, but if I'm not addressing my energetics or my subconscious programming or my spiritual health, I'm probably not going to rise to the level of well-being that I really want to rise. So we're in a prime opportunity, especially as summer comes, and the way that the astrology is laying out, it's like, whew, we have all this energy that's coming to us, and we're able to like harness that for our own evolution and our own growth. So one of the things, obviously, that I've just alluded to that we'll be talking about, and I'm going to be sending out emails that tell you little things to do for your fourth chakra. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. It's an energy center and everything is energy before it's physical. And any physical thing you have going on has an energetic blueprint. And so specifically over the summer, we're going to be talking about how to support the heart chakra. So for example, if you have an excess, you could have an excess of heart chakra, right? And I see this in a lot of women in our world where they're like, whoa, I'm giving everything from my heart. And the thing is, when we have an excess in one energy center, we have a deficiency in others. So what I commonly see, and this isn't for everyone, but I commonly see women who are very heart chakra open excessive, they have a depletion in their lower chakras. So for example, I just went to the dentist and I had a lot of dental work done. And the last appointment I was at, I had my attendant, she wasn't a hygienist, but she was helping my dentist. She was very heart chakra open excess. And it was beautiful, and it's so lovely to have that kind of person when you're in some kind of care, right? It's like, oh my gosh, this person really cares about me right now. And I have a hard time going to the dentist. So I had to like really do a lot of work to like get myself in, and I was still shaking, and I don't do well with the dentist. I obviously still have trauma I'm working through there. But to feel her heart energy. And one of the things that I do to get my mind off of what's happening in my mouth and my body is I I worked to heal other people. Like, I'm like, okay, how can I send her a healing? What needs healing, right? And so so I was looking at her energetics, and her heart chakra was just like so radiant and beautiful. And then as I did a scan, her first chakra and her second chakra were very closed down. Now, what that means is our first and second is about embodiment and creativity and birthing things into the world, and our sex and how we relate to food and relationships and survival itself, and how we reproduce or produce creatively in the world. And so often when women are really heart excessive, this is shut down here. And so I did a little healing on her. I was like, okay, let's just move this energy, and we got it all balanced out for her. And what's really fun is I didn't even have to tell her, right? I'm just like helping her out on the side. So anyway, reason why I'm sharing that with you is because if you're heart excess, right, you could be doing things like having overextension of yourself, like giving yourself away, saying yes to too many things without taking care of yourself. You could even be the doormat, right? I had that experience when I was a child or younger. I was like, let everybody walk all over me, and I just wanted to be friends with everyone and help everybody, right? But that's an excess of heart energy, and it doesn't necessarily mean we have really good boundaries. So, when we have a deficiency in heart energy, we could become critical, we could become judgmental, we could become fearful of intimacy, right? Doing this thing like, yeah, you can be my friend, but stay over there. I find this is like really Texan. It's like, howdy, y'all. Stay the heck on your side of the road, right? It is like an undercurrent of that, right? I don't live in Texas anymore, so but I know the culture really well. No offense to any Texans out there. It's just kind of how it feels sometimes. So we have like excesses and deficiencies of our chakras, of our energy centers in our body, and we want to have balance there, right? So we can have good boundaries, so we can stand up for ourselves, so we can love unconditionally and love ourselves unconditionally, right? So we can have compassion for other people and for ourselves, so we can feel empathetic for ourselves and for other people and what's happening in the world without getting drawn into it and feeling like we're not enough to do anything about it. Like heart chakra imbalances can lead to, just as I told you, physical things have energetic blueprints, right? So if we have an imbalance in the heart chakra, it could lead to things like cardiovascular issues, heart issues, palpitations, shortness of breath. Like I have a patient right now, and she struggles with shortness of breath, and I absolutely know that we have to continue to work on this underlying grief that's happening in her heart space, so that she can release the energetics that's holding her in this condition of like can't catch her breath, right? She doesn't even know what the grief is, which is interesting, right? And then and we can often do that. We maybe don't even know what the underlying thing is that's causing us to be shortness of breath or having a heart palpitation. And we don't necessarily have to figure it all out. We don't have to go digging it all up. However, if we could do things to improve the energetics of our system, then we can improve the physical experience, right? And it doesn't mean we have to like go to therapy for 10 years to do it. We just need to start doing some very simple practices, which I'm going to be showing you over the next several weeks through the summer, to support your heart chakra and your lungs and your thymus and your heart and all those good things. One of the other physical expressions of a heart chakra imbalance is tension in the upper back or between the shoulder blades. Now, do you have that? on a scale of 0 to 10, like 10 being, oh my God, it's so painful, I might go to the hospital. Like, where are you at? Most people have some kind of upper back tension, and it ranges between 1 and 5. Sometimes I hear 6, 7, 8, depending on the person. And often people think, oh, I just need to get a chiropractic adjustment, and that does help. I mean, I do that myself, and I think chiropractic is great. Obviously, I'm a chiropractor. However, there could be other things going on. There could be an imbalance in the energetics. There could be an imbalance in the liver. So liver sluggishness can cause shoulder blade pain. And so we got to differentiate that. Now, if you think you have liver stuff going on, maybe you've been drinking alcohol a little bit more, maybe you've been eating processed foods, maybe you have been not eating fresh foods or drinking a lot of water, and you're dehydrated, maybe you need to do something about your liver, right? And so some of those things that you could do would be to, just on a physical level and nutritional level, is to do things that help support the liver. So that would be like dandelion tea, nettles tea, cilantro and parsley. Parsley is more for the kidneys. So, adding some foods in that will help with liver detoxification. So beets and beet greens together support phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. So you can just add those beets with the beet greens in, and you'll be supporting yourself a lot. So, if the liver's your thing, then go add those foods into your diet. The other thing is, what can we do about the heart chakra that can improve the upper back tension? So, again, just kind of going back to the detoxification pathways, if you're interested in doing a cleanse or something like that, I'll put a link below to the Ultimate Life Transformation. I have a $50 off gift card for you. You can use my code Dr. Brandy and order that for yourself and put yourself on a 30-day. And it's not real hard. You got to clean up your diet a little bit, right? And you drink these shakes and take these supplements, and it's really easy to do on your own. So definitely, if you're thinking, yeah, it's probably time for a cleanse, link into that, because it is a very high quality product system that I just honestly, that's why I promote it, right? Because there's nothing better out there. So there's that. But liver aside, some of the things that we can do to improve the energetics of our body so that our physical expression changes is movement. As you've probably known, I've been starting to back out of my social media and reorient myself in the world, because I'm went through a metamorphosis myself, and I've slowly been talking about sensually embodied dance and embodiment, and I'm really harnessing that in such a way that I want to bring that more into the work that we're doing together. So I'm going to give you some movement practice today that's going to help loosen that stuff up. All right, so we can change the energetics from the inside out, and we can change the energetics from the outside in. So everything we do matters. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some movement that's going to help to open up this heart chakra, which is going to also help to improve the tension in the upper back. So I want you to rate yourself right now on a scale of 0 to 10. Where is my upper back tension, if you didn't already do that, right? So right now I would say, I don't know, I'm at a 2, okay? I did just do a pretty heavy workout, so I feel pretty good in my body, but I'll say I'm at a 2. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a hand on our heart and a hand on our belly, and just close your eyes, and if you can, stand and just feel your feet on the floor. You can also do this in a chair, but it'd be really nice to just let yourself feel your feet on the floor, and just begin to let your hips move side to side. Closing your eyes, hand on the heart, hand on the belly, and just feel the comfort of your own hands on your own body. The comfort of being held and the comfort of being swayed. And just notice with this one tiny thing that we're doing, how the breath may change. Maybe you find a deeper breath. Maybe you feel a relaxation of your shoulders. It's so simple, right? And so we're just going to begin. If you want to stop this way or keep this way, you can. We're going to begin with some head rolls. So you're going to drop the neck down, or the head down, circle it to the left. And as your head comes to the left, drop the right shoulder down. Really feel the stretch here. And if you feel comfortable, drop the head back. If not, you can go back around to the front and to the right, dropping the left shoulder down. And back to the front. We're going to do a few more of those. Head around to the left, drop the right shoulder, deep breath in. Exhale as your head goes to the right, dropping the left shoulder, chin to the chest. One more right here. Rock it around, dropping the shoulder. You may even feel a stretch up into the ear. And rock it around, drop the opposite shoulder. And just notice how that feels. As you go through these, are you feeling more of your body? And we're going to go the opposite direction. Rock it to the right, drop the left shoulder all the way back. Rock it to the left, drop the right shoulder, and chin to the chest. 2 more like that. Rock the neck, Stretch that shoulder down. If there's a space where you're like, oh gosh, I feel like I really need that, hang out there. Feel free to do that. Head all the way back and around. And one more time. Rock it to the right, drop the left, back to the left, drop the right. Good. Bring your head up, turn left and right. And as you're turning your head, I want you to drop the shoulder blades down and keep your shoulders straight on with me, okay? Just turning the head, that's it, left and right, and you're turning it as far as you can. See if you can get a little further with each turn. Good, and we're gonna roll the shoulders up and back, drop the tailbone down, draw the navel in towards the spine, roll the shoulders up and back. And we're not just doing a shoulder roll, we're actually rolling those shoulders in a big wide circle to where it feels like you're getting a stretch in every single direction, no matter where you are in the circle. 2 more of those. Reach it all the way up, reach it all the way back, reach it all the way down. You should feel that across the top and across the chest. 1 more right here. Circle it around. Inhale those arms up. Yeah, and then just let the pelvis reach up as high as you can. So reach as if you're going to reach the sky. Drop the shoulder blades into the pockets, like shoulder blades down. Reach up through the elbow joint, through the wrist joint, through the fingertips. Like reach, 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 keeping those shoulder blades down, and then just wiggle the pelvis, keeping all that in the upper body. Rotate the wrists. So it looks like this. Can't get it all in for you. Yeah, and feel what happens if you wiggle the hips even more. What happens in the side body? Are you feeling a little stretch there? Keeping those fingertips moving towards the sky. Pressing the feet into the floor, tailbone down, navel to the spine. Good, and bring the hands to the chest, and we're gonna twist left and right. Keep the pelvis lined up with me right here. Twist, twist, take a deep breath. Let your body breathe. Feel how that feels in the low back. And feel if you can go a little bit further. Yeah, 2 more like this, and last one right there. Good, shake it out. Take a breath, let it go. Bring your hand to your heart and to your belly. Feet on the floor, feeling yourself. Feeling what's shifted, what's changed. What do we do this? 2 minutes, like not long at all. Feel the breath, how it moves differently. And then drop your hands and feel into your upper back. Is there any tension there? Did it improve? Did it worsen? If it worsened, we should have a conversation. But I'm imagining that you're finding improvement. Like I don't even feel tension in my upper back now. And so, yeah, you can do that. Like take this little video and watch the last 2 or 3 minutes of it, whatever it was, every single day or multiple times through the day. Like you can clip it and just watch it or just do your own movement practice, right? Because everything you do matters. Everything you think matters. Everything you feel matters. So this is a process, like I feel good and happy that I'm sharing this with you and that you maybe moved your body a little bit and feel happy too. And you're shifting your energetics, which goes out into the world and shifts the energetics of your experience and those who experience you, right? So we're all in this together. We got to like do what we can. We got to do our part so that we're rising up, so that we're helping, like putting a hand out for someone else who's trying to rise up. And we're just like doing our thing together so that we don't have to keep going down the hole of dysfunction, despair, abuse, terrible pain, right? We can rise above that. So I'm here for you. Mwah. So happy to share this with you. And yeah, I'd love your feedback. Let me know how this is going for you, if you're working for this, and if you're loving it. I've got a couple of workshops coming up. One of them is in person in Boulder, if you're in the Colorado area. And let's see, I think that's May 15th, right? Sunday, May 15th. And then I've got a virtual workshop that's coming up. It's only 2 hours on May 22nd, which is a Saturday. So that's like 12 to 2, I think, or 10 to 12, something like that. I'll put the details below for you so you have all those. But yeah, if you want some more of this, like let's do it, right? Because you can do it in person, you can do it virtually, and I'd love to help you go deeper into opening the heart chakra, improving your relationships with yourself and self-love and self-compassion so that the relationships that you have in the world are improved and enhanced, and you get to go out with more purpose and passion in your life and do all the things that you love to do. So much love to you.